Hello guys, it's Taylor. So last week, if I'm not mistaken, I managed to purchase a 5K account from Equity Edge, but uh, I'm already down. As you can see from a 5,000 USD, I'm already down. I don't know how much though, but I'm already down. I've been losing, just losing, guys. So let me just try to save 7 days. Yeah, I'm already down $148.72. So I'm already down. The reason why I'm already down is basically me not following my set of rules that I have established for myself in order to be able to manage my risk and all things that I know that I really struggle with. So basically, I think the biggest losses that I did was actually in the morning. Since today is Monday, actually I took some losses on gold because of the war that is going on. You know what I did, dog? I just went on. I wasn't like waiting for the market to give me those proper setups so that I could enter. Just when the market opened, I just saw that thing go up, have a gap there. Then it started retracing. When it started retracing, I had already just started buying. As you can see here, I bought like lot 0.2, 0.5, and another 0.2. But actually, I just wanted to use a 0.07. But because the market was a bit far from where I wanted to enter, so I was basically forced to. I basically did what I was not supposed to do. I was actually not following the plan actually, because even if I follow the plan, that means I would have at least lost less, because already with the 0.7 lot size I had calculated how much I would lose and also how much I would win, because I honestly wanted to swing the trade. I wasn't trying to scalp the trade. I was trying to swing the trade so that I use a small lot size but still get a bigger reward. The same setup would have like maybe helped me to get the account like past it, just with that trade or something like that, because I already calculate the whole thing. So it's just a way of me just to hold it, hold it for some time. It's gonna be perfect somehow, but I didn't follow the proper rules which I have set for myself, and that's the main thing that I'm realizing about myself, that I normally do uh, proper plans that I'm gonna follow, but when I start trade, I end up not following the proper plans that I've set up for myself. I end up doing certain things which I'm not supposed to do, just because I feel like I have the skill, like I know too much. I don't need to do certain stuff. So I'll just maybe sometimes just analyze on the phone instead of using my laptop, because maybe I'll be tired in the morning. Then I'm like, no, you know what? I'm just gonna do this on my bed when I'm still sleeping. Than when I have to then wake up and try to switch on laptops and try to analyze everything from there. So that's one thing that I have been I've been observing about myself, that laziness be triggering me somehow. So it's one of those things that I wanna uh, what I want to somehow to be able to always remind myself of those kind of mistakes that I always do. But already I just put a 0.04 lot size here trade in a USDJPY. Basically, I am trying to trade what's happening in the news. That's what I'm trying to trade, because for sure we know gold's gonna continue going up, And for sure, we know USD currencies, they're just gonna start going down, and other currencies, we're gonna start seeing them going down. Safe haven, JPY. As you know, anything that will obviously be against JPY, obviously is probably gonna sell somehow. So I'm basically looking at that. But the problem that I didn't follow that thing. Also use proper structure to take the trade. If the structure was not there, I don't take the trade. But I didn't do that. So after this loss, I had already told myself, you know what, I'm not gonna trade today. But it's just that when I tried to look at the market, and I found that an opportunity has already left me, which was the USDJPY, because the sell had long started to show signs. But I just decided, you know what, let me just enter this one. Let me just enter this one with a smaller size, just to get like my mood back. Basically, when you trade, and you are losing, or you are in a losing streak, what you wanna do, you don't wanna force trade. You don't wanna trade most of the time, constantly in the trade. You wanna avoid that. You wanna give yourself some time out. You wanna refresh, so that you get your mind straight, so that you get that negativity thing that is on your mind to flush it away. So basically, you wanna move away and trade certain setup, and also reduce your lot size, so that if you lose, you can lose less. But when you start to gain your momentum back, that's when now you start to increase your lot size. So basically, this is what I'm looking at. So basically, let me show you what's going on here. So basically, as you can see from a daily time frame, this is what I'm currently looking at. So I'm just gonna try to use support and resistance to try to analyze here what's really going on. I'm not gonna try to do much. So it's just, I'm gonna try to make it simple, a bit simple, so not much. I'm just gonna try to identify certain levels that I think the market will try to react at. Certain small levels also in 4 hour and also 1 hour time frame. So that's what I'm currently gonna look at. So there's gonna be maybe some weird sound behind, because of I live in a multi-residential, as I've already said in the other previous video. So I'm just gonna currently try to focus on that, so don't be distracted by the sound from the background, maybe a car, maybe people talking behind. So let's just look what's happening here. So basically, as you can see right now, what I'm looking at is it's more of the market is at that level, which is my resistance. So basically, what I want to see here, I want to focus at the level where this thing will start to shoot a bit down, then going up. So let me try to zoom a bit down. So actually, we've already moved a bit down. What we can notice here is that we already see that kind of reaction. Reaction wise, there is this a reaction. As I said, this is a resistant area that I'm currently looking at. So any resistant area or any support area, we expect the market to react. It's either gonna react and start changing direction, or it's gonna react and still break that level. So what you want to do at that level, you want to be able to identify certain patterns that would suggest a reversal, and certain patterns that would suggest a market break. So basically, as we come to 1 hour time frame, as you observe here, we have a engulfing candle. So we have an engulfing candle here. So an engulfing candle, obviously, as you learn patterns or candlesticks, you would understand an engulfing candle, it's one of those candles that cause the market, or it's a signal that can be used to identify that the market has a potential of going down. So our main aim here, we are only gonna look for sales. We are not gonna look for anything. So what we are doing here, honestly, we're just gonna look for the sales to this level. It may happen, it may not happen, but we are currently in. And because we are using this engulfing candle as our form of entry, so what you want to do then here, you want to set up your stop loss somewhere maybe above this level, and also you reduce your lot size if your account is too small, and also if your account is too big. What you want to do here, you can put your stop loss just above the engulfing candle, so that if the market somehow goes above this level, it's a sign or it's a signal that tells you that this engulfing candle was not respected, or this resistant area was not respected. So there's a high chance of the market now to go up. So that you want to look at. So this is what I'm currently waiting for, to see if it would happen or what would happen from here. So basically, from the account, as I was saying, you can see how on a drawdown I am. It's a very big drawdown, but it doesn't scare me. Sometimes I can really risk it, but if you want to really grow accounts and you want to be able to come back every day, be able to make money, be able to be consistent, you want to follow a same principle or same steps from every trade. You don't want to change trade a certain way and then another trade a certain way and another trade, because as such you don't give yourself time to be able to understand where maybe if you lose, you can be able to understand what might be your problem or what might be your mistake. So also I've been dealing with those things because I know too many things or too many setups. So because I know too many setup, I might try to venture in every setup that I see, but at the end of the time I would realize that I'm losing because I am not following what I've written down and what I'm gonna follow. So this is what you want to do for yourself, that you know that if you want to be better, follow the same principle, write down whatever you are doing step by step, and also when you lose, identify why you may have lost, in order so that you can prevent those same mistakes being occurring again in the future. So this is what I'm actually dealing with at the same time, because it doesn't mean that I know too much. It doesn't mean that I'm always profitable or what. We lose, we do everything. And also this is me just trying to document myself here and try to grow myself as a human being in terms of the forex space, because I've been not trying to expose myself into the forex space, but this is the time where I feel like maybe I gotta do it. Why should I be just hiding and people maybe not believing that this channel is not real? So this is the equity edge account. So let me show you the analytics of it. So pretty down. I've taken too many trades, as you see, 12 trades, and we down that bad. 0.17% win. I don't believe I have won something, because honestly I'll be just losing. As you see from here, we started, you see we've been just down. We went somewhere up. I don't recall us being up. I think maybe it was a held trade and the trade went against us because the market changed. And then you see previously the market just been going down, and our last trade which we took in the morning, we were probably somewhere in the morning, so the gold trade just decided to take us down big because of the risk, the amount of risk I was doing. I didn't calculate how much I was gonna lose. I just took it with an option, thinking that it's probably gonna go my way, because I knew gold was gonna buy. The problem is that I bought too early, so it's probably taken out. As you see from the 5k account, since this is a one-step 5k account, So the mistake here that you can deal with in one case that I didn't know when I purchased my 10k account is that there's a trailing stop. The amount when you are in profit and you keep going profit, there's a trailing stop that goes also with your profit, the amount of profit you go with. So when you lose that profit that you have gained over time, you're probably gonna lose the account. So that's one thing that you have to be observative about, and also be observative about your daily loss and also your overall loss. You want to make sure you don't go above your daily loss, and you want to make sure you don't go above your maximum loss, so that you can keep the account existing. If the account is a bit going low, that means you have to reduce your lot sizes and try to use as small lot size you could, so that you can try to get back the momentum. And then when you get back the momentum, that's when now you can go hard as you want to go onto the account. So that's all I wanted to share today. So I guess I'll wait on that and see how it probably do.
A few moments later.
Not in a long time now, we up $15. As you see, I just used the 0.04. I'm just trying to get my momentum back, honestly. The profit is not calculated. Actually, I'm just trying to see what would happen. Is you remember the market was a bit maybe somewhere here on the second candle. Now I think we already moved like 2 candles down. So already I can identify like there must be a structure somewhere here. So from 4 hour looking at here, you can see here and also here, and also what we can see, if we zoom out a bit, you can see it's more like there's a gap that was left somewhere there. I don't know if it's a gap, it's clearly a gap or something, but it looks like a gap. But from a 4 hour, you can see there's a level somewhere here. As you saw from the previous, we are looking at the daily, which gave us, we are looking to take it here. As you saw from the 4 hour, as I drew this line, now you can clearly see here on a daily that there's a reaction, that the market reacted onto something there. So it might react into that level before it start pushing up. So I might decide to just close it. Because honestly, look at that. It's diving, dog. It's clearly diving. So, but we are not making something big. We're just still making something small. So I might just end up closing this one. So I would have to try to analyze it a bit, see if it's a proper setup that I could hold maybe to this level or to this level. But it's honestly a good one from where I was actually referring to. So actually we'll see after some time. I'll try maybe to upload another video, or connect the same another video to this one, just to make it one video from, so that we understand maybe what would happen here, or just close it like this basically. But I'll definitely try to analyze much more to try to see what's really going on here. If I could just try to hold it a bit longer or what. But there's a reaction here. I'm also expecting a reaction somewhere in this level. The market might react here and go back, or it might react and still continue going down. So that's that, I guess.